Hi everyone. My name is Sesi. I'm just going to share a little bit of my testimony of how I came to know Christ. So growing up as a little kid, our parents raised us up in a really strict Tongan family, really religious in a big way. I used to see my mom and dad like go to church on Sunday, but then Monday to Friday they'd be arguing, screaming, swearing and everything. And in my mind I was like, oh, is this what marriage is? Is this what family is? Is this what it's all about? And so that was the lifestyle I grew up as. And it wasn't until like I hit my teenage years that was when things began to fall out of place. My parents, they ended up separating, so our dad left us, and when our dad left us, that left me and my sisters all over the place. Me being the oldest and having 4 younger sisters, I led them in the wrong direction. I left home when I was like 20, 21 or whatever. I left home, but I left my sisters, I left my mom, because the relationship with my mom wasn't there. She wasn't fulfilling that part, being like the dad. I never really got that love from my dad, so I ended up pursuing love in the world. I got myself into heavy drinking, Monday to Sunday, you name it, I'll be drinking. Clubbing, I'll be in the clubs, clubbing. I dedicated my life to that lifestyle, partying, getting high, relationships, boys, everything. That's what I did. But then I thought I found love. I met this guy, and Prince Charming. They're always charming in the beginning, but then eventually the real them comes out. And so I started dating this guy for a couple of months, and then in the beginning it was good, and then eventually he started physically abusing me. The first time he touched me, I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, oh wow, all the stories and everything, and then you just try and brush it away, like, yeah, we'll make this work. But I carried on for too long. It got to a point where I became pregnant. Even through pregnancy, I was getting abused, mentally, physically, everything, you name it. And it wasn't until, you would think, being abused once, you'll leave. But, when you think you're in love, you stay in that relationship for, I don't know what reason, but I stayed in that relationship. It wasn't until our my daughter was born, I thought, having a kid would change a man, he would take responsibility and everything like that, but it didn't. It just made it more worse, and it got to a point where I had to end up going to a woman's refuge. That was, for me, that was rock bottom. I was like, wow, is this what life is all about? When I was at the woman's refuge, I remember crying because I was on my knees, and I was just looking at my daughter, and I was just like, sorry. I was just like, wow, God, is this what life is all about? I didn't want her to go the same way that I did. I'm sure you got something better. And I prayed that night, and I was like, God, help me, please. I don't know what to do. I surrender to you, God. And when I prayed that prayer that night, the next day, my sister invited me out to a concert just like this. I came out to that concert, and I gave my life to God. Serving God, it's 4 years now. No looking back for me. God has redeemed me. My purpose without Jesus was just drinking, clubbing, relationships. But now my purpose is to live for Him and to serve Him. And you know, God has allowed me to forgive Him, but also allowed me to forgive my decisions and like, you know, what I've chosen in it. But like, I mean, you know, you don't actually have to go through the hardest of things in life to hit rock bottom to find a way out. Like, you know, God is their hope and He's their light. And if you're here tonight, just like my brother said, it's no coincidence you're here tonight. It's like, you know, God has a plan and a purpose for you. And I'm so glad when I gave my life to Christ, God has blessed me with a wonderful husband. You know, He's taken us in. We're a family now, and our family is growing. Praise the Lord. But yeah, if you're out there and you're looking for something, if you're looking for fulfillment, if you're in a relationship, like if you're a young boy, young girl, let me tell you, Jesus is the way, He is the truth, and He is the life. Amen.